Hello and welcome to Z News. If you have ever driven a Tata Motors car or Mahindra for that matter, you must have heard about a term called What3Words. Now this is a technology that promises to make your navigation life easier than before. And to talk on it, I have with me Chris, who is the co-founder and CEO at What3Words. Mr. Chris, thank you for talking to Z News.
Pleasure, thanks for having me.
So I'll start by asking you the basic question, what exactly is What3Words?
Sure, so What3Words is a global address system. We have divided the world into 3-meter squares, and we have named each one with 3 random words from the dictionary. So something like table, chair, spoon is the name of one of those squares, and there are 57 trillion 3-meter squares across the world. So we have a 3-word address for each one.
There's already technology like GPS, we have maps from Apple, Google and everything. Why do you think there was a need of this 3-meter square technology?
So What3Words is not a map and it's not navigation technology. Okay. We're like another level or a layer on top of the map.
Right.
And we provide this so that people can specify a location that does not have an address. Okay. So for example, I live on a farm. We don't really have an address that you can put into a mapping app. And so I need to be able to specify where that is. Now, I know that many places around the world, many places in India, I know from when I go myself to meetings, there are not many accurate addresses in some places. You need to find that back entrance. So we are a way, it's a bit like something like latitude and longitude.
Okay.
But that's very complicated, 16 digits. But if you can do it like table, chair, spoon, just 3 words, then it feels much simpler.
So in essence, you are simplifying the navigation for the users. So what are some of the applications that we can think of when it comes to What3Words?
So for a start, I would say it's worth pointing out that we do 55 language versions of this. Okay. And we do Hindi, we do many other languages in India as well. And so it's really important that people can use it in a language they feel comfortable with. Now, what you might want to do is, for example, if you navigate somewhere in your car, you mentioned Tata, Mahindra, also TVS, you can use in their app. Also for e-commerce and delivery with our partners like DTDC or Blue Dart, where you can specify in their app where you want your package to get delivered. And then things like emergency services, BBG MEMS operating the ambulance service out of Maharashtra. When you call up, you can give your 3 words if you're in somewhere which is difficult to find and you need emergency help really quickly. So many applications.
So does the application limits to B2B users or B2C users have something to take out of What3Words?
So any consumer, if you like, as a B2C user, can download the What3Words app. And I would encourage people to do so, because then the first thing you might want to do is go, well, what's my home address when I download the What3Words app? And you can find it in the language of your choice.
Right.
Now, once you've found your 3-word address, you can share that with somebody else. The What3Words app is completely free. They can then type it in. They can navigate and you can use the app totally fine. Where we do B2B is with customers who are already used to paying for addresses. So ride-hailing apps, car companies for navigation, logistics companies, they already pay for addresses, so they're happy to pay for What3Words. So we definitely work with consumers on one hand and businesses on the other.
Okay, and why 3-meter square, as in there can be 4-meter squares, 2-meter square, 5-meter square? What was the idea behind 3-meter square?
Well, we wanted to make it really accurate, and so we wanted to get the squares as small as possible, but also the best accuracy you'll really get from a phone is about 3 meters of accuracy. But it's also, it's very clear, like if you're in the right 3-meter square, you're probably going to find where you're looking for.
Okay.
And then the number of words covers the world. There's like 57 trillion 3-meter squares, just enough combinations. So It was pretty neat how it worked out.
Okay, and what are some of the future applications, at least in the Indian market, we can see from What3Words?
So we're really excited about moving into ride-hailing, where you can actually then specify where you want to go and be dropped off, 2-3 meters of accuracy. We're thinking about any kind of extended more government uses around emergency services, but really it's about building our number of e-commerce and logistics partners. This is booming for us in other parts of the world. India, the on-demand economy is growing so fast. That would be food delivery as well. And of course, more car companies, now that we've got those like Tata and Mahindra and TVS leading the way.
Right. So to conclude, you're not a competition to Google Map or Apple Map. You are an add-on service on top of those maps to help the users ease the navigation system. Right?
Exactly. Any map, we can be a layer on top, and we would love to be.
Thank you for talking to Z News.
Pleasure. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.